It's not a quick speed shop. I'm back working at my backyard dragster. I got the front of the motor tore apart. I got carburetors, I got plug wires, headers. Let's try to make this thing run in this video. I think we can do it. Here we go. First day using a test light. This should be hot. Okay, which it is. Plug this in. Plug this in. Now I should have nothing on the coil until I turn the coil on. Okay, down. Okay, I got that on the wrong terminal. These switches are goofy. They're opposite how you think they would be. So if I put it down here on this one, because I want the ignition to be up, should be hot. Okay, right now it's off. That's good. Okay, the ignition works. I put the switches in upside down. Okay. When I turn the ignition switch on, I should have 12 volts at the coil. Okay, nice. Okay, that works. Alright, here we go. Put the plug wires on. I made some zip tie wire separators like Freiberger does. There's no water in it still. Got a new fuel pump. I ran the fuel line over to a jerry can on the ground. I don't want to fill this up yet and have it be a gravity tank, maybe have it leak over the night when I got my heater in here. So I ran the hose over here. We'll see it in the filter when it picks up fuel. The ignition is hooked up. Don't know if we got spark yet. We're just going to try it. I'm going to put a little splash of gas. Actually, I want to zip tie the choke open because this is going to run no choke. Let's do that because it's a hot air choke and I'm not sure where the hot air choke is. Oh, you know what? It would have hooked up to the exhaust manifold. So we're just going to zip tie this guy open somehow. Let's see here. Like that somehow. Will it work? That'll hold it for now. I'm going to hook make sure my switches are off. All right. We'll put the car in park. It's in park. Going to hook the battery up. There we go. And I got a little bit of gas here. I'm just going to put a little bit in, just a little tiny bit. And here we go, a little nervous. Turn the ignition on and hit it. I'm gonna guess that it doesn't have any spark because that didn't sound too promising. Try to get some in the air bleeds. Don't really want to overpower our action. Oh, there's already fuel in the fuel filter, so we're getting fuel there. Let's try her again. I can't see anything. Okay, before we do anything, let's get our... do I have any leaks on the fuel system yet? No. Don't have an accelerator pump yet. Let me get my inductive timing light out. We'll see if we got spark for one thing. This is a real easy way to check if you're firing. Ready? Not sparking. So we know we got ignition issues. All right, I'm gonna guess that I got to put the points in it. Do I have an accelerator pump action yet? Oh, I'm starting to get fuel weeping out of the gaskets on the carburetor. I have a rebuild kit for the carburetor, so that'll be good, but we are not getting any fire. I'm hoping the condenser is not bad because I have one condenser in another distributor, but that I don't know if that is any good. And this one is different from that one, so I don't know what to do with that yet, but let me go ahead and I'll check this guy out. All right, watch the Thunderhead 289 video on some points. I'm going to pull these points out. We're going to take a look because one screw was backed all the way out of them. This Phillips screw was backed out for some reason, like somebody was going to take the points out. And I don't know why they did that, but let's take them out and take a look and see what we got. There's the points there. I mean, they look like they're really good shape, but this condenser could have failed. I want to look at the points. They're kind of crappy, but these are also actually made in USA. So that's nice. We've got another distributor over here that we can swap the action. I screwed up and I didn't get a condenser when I got my points like a dummy because I always figured they come together. Nope. So I have another set of points I can rob out of this distributor here, which, you know, if the condenser is bad or something, I mean, doesn't hurt. I don't have any way to swap out the other condenser because it's different style from this one. This one's got a lead on it to where the coil or the coil wire hooks on, and the one that I just took out, the condenser is threaded on, but I have no idea how old that distributor is or this distributor, but this one's got a bolt-on condenser. They make electronic ready-to-run distributors for this Buick engine too. They're like $100, but the points are like like $10 or something, $8. So it's not really worth the expense of buying an electronic distributor, especially for something that's barely going to run. So if I can just make it work with what we got, that would be a lot more beneficial. So I'll pull those other points out here. Let's take a look at those. Those are kind of corroded, but it's burned weird in there. Oh wait, where's my new points? I will use my new points. We'll put the new points in. Where do they go? Over here. We'll put the new points in. That'd be one thing to do. Of course, where are they made? Probably China. Mexico. Well, that's closer to the United States. I guess I'll take it. So we got some new points. Let's go ahead and we'll pop the new points in to the business here. I smell gasoline. Oh, you're not watching what I was doing the whole time. Well, I just put the condenser on. Here we go. Now you can see what's going on. We're going to go ahead and put the condenser wire on there. And put the Why does that not fit in there? Come on now. I got some kind of bougie plastic that's not gonna nuts. Get in there. Will this one go in? Nope, that's spread even wider. All right, they got a little plastic nonsense here. Let me file that off. It's not gonna let our conductors go on there, correct? Okay, just ground that little plastic nonsense off so we can slap these guys back in here. Now, these wires will go right on without any issue. Only minor issue is now that wants to spin. It's fine. Oh, got it. Got it. Now, just need to set my gaps. This would be a lot easier if, oops, these stupid weights were right in the way. Okay, the gaps are, points are open right now. I've got to get a ratchet, and I've just got to crank the engine by hand to like the highest point on the lobe. We're going to go 17 thousandths. That seems like a good number for points. It's a little wide. How do I adjust this? Oh, dummy. You use the Allen screw. You tell that I don't work on points very often. All right, we'll lock these guys down, and we'll use the Allen screw like we know what we're doing. My first rodeo, apparently. Tighten. Here we go. Now, got that locked down. What do we got for gap? It's wide, so I wonder if I can use my finger. Nope, I need a little Allen set. All you points guys are probably yelling at me right now. What is he doing? I don't know. I don't often deal with points. I run electric ignition on most stuff. Okay. What the heck is that? Super small? Is that some kind of weird fitting? I can't even see what's going on in there. It's got, I assume it'd be an Allen key. Let's try this one. There we go. Okay, now, oh yeah, it's closing up. We're gonna go with that for now. Try that. We will try that. I hook my battery back up. Where is it? Here. And hook the light back up. Here. The wrench is off the crank. It's good. Turn our ignition on. And we're going to crank her again. And I got to be able to see the light here. Hold on. Nothing. Why do we got nothing? We got nothing. Ooh, carburetor's starting to leak gas. Great. Let's try a different one just for grins and giggles. Nothing. Just gonna check my my light to make sure that we got ground to the coil, like the coil bolt here. Yeah, it's making ground, so it's getting there. Oh, you know why this doesn't have spark? It's a lot easier to make spark when you put the freaking rotor back on. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh. Yeah. Oh my goodness. This would work a lot better with the rotor on it. What am I doing? Be honest, I'm a little nervous and jerky here. I want this to fire and not create a fire. Oh my God, what am I doing? This isn't scripted. This is real life right here. Don't forget to put the stupid thing back on. Rotor. Now, let's try it again. Try it again. If you guys are watching, you would have said something. You didn't tell me. I got to go down in the comments and check it out. All right, let's try this again. You look at the light. Here we go. Whoa, she's sparking now. It just flashed. All right, let me take this off. She's got a spark now, baby. And let me put just a little bit of action in there. Let's try it again. Here we go. You ready? You're watching? Woo! Look at that! It fired. It fired on 1 or 2 cylinders. I'm puking fuel out. We'll have her give her a little. That's a lot. That's loud. Oh my God, that's loud. She'll run if we had fuel. I really need to rebuild the carburetor, but oh, that's not silicone spray. That didn't work. Here we go. Woo! She wants to go. There's not any gas. Oh, there's getting gas in the carburetor. Let me, dang, bro. Keep watching. Let's go that way. Guess we got enough juice in the carburetor. I think we're just having a fuel delivery issue right now. I'm going to guess that the needle and float is stuck in this carburetor. I got to rebuild it. But she'll run. Just like that. Ooh, I hear transmission oil. This is getting exciting. It's getting exciting. Yeah, it's just not, it's not getting gas. It's not squirting. Accelerator pump's not done. It's probably needle and seat. It's probably stuck. Because it's got some fuel, sucking fuel there. Of course, we got a lot of line to suck through. Yeah, man, look at that. That's what I'm talking about. Wow. Wow. How about that? That was awesome. Yeah, definitely. If we get some, I think we just got a fuel delivery issue because we wanted to run there for a little bit on the gas that was in the engine. If I can get it a little bit more, run a little bit more, I can stick the timing light on the front of it real fast. But man, ooh, that gets warm in a hurry. She lit right off there for a second. I don't believe it. Yeah, I'm definitely, next step is take the carburetor apart, rebuild the carburetor, and then I'm going to change the water pump and put this water neck on it, loop the hoses, get some coolant in it, and then I get a hose on it. But we essentially have a first fire video. Okay, we're going to finish up the video here. We're just doing a little work. I rebuilt the carburetor. Well, I'll say rebuild it. I took the top of it off. I cleaned all the gunk out of it. I put new needles and seats in it. I looked at the floats. They were seeming to be dry. There was some air or gas in the carburetor, so it was starting to fill it. Cleaned a bunch of just crud out of it, took the air bleeds off, the air horns, and put new gaskets on it. I didn't take the base gasket off because that wasn't leaking, but I put an accelerator pump in it and cleaned it out the best I could and slapped it back on here. So the last step I need to do before I take this to show is I really want to change the water pump and get some kind of belt just looped over the two pulleys. I actually also need to find a pulley to fit this because it's missing, and I've got a whole bunch of pulleys, so I should have one. But I'm about ready to pull the water pump off. I'm really nervous about getting these bolts out. Some of these go into the block like a Ford, and they could be corroded in this timing cover, and I really don't want to break them off. So I got to be really careful. I can try to blow the block out with some compressed air, blow some rough scale out of it. I just took the, where is it here? I just took the thermostat out of the crossover housing. I got to clean this up. This bolt's on here, and there's an O-ring that goes down on the top of the timing cover, which is odd, but I had to heat it up to get the bolts out of this. And I took the thermostat and I gutted the thermostat and turned it into a restrictor plate just so it will circulate fluid or coolant but slow it down some. So I got to slap this on once I get the water pump. Actually, I can go right on now, but I want to get this on and try to get the coolant system to go If not, if I can't do it, I'm just gonna have to loop the hoses. But I've got a new water pump over here. It was pretty cheap. It was I think like 42 bucks. You know, brand new water pump to slap on it here. And I would really like to do that just so it can circulate coolant to help it a little bit. Well, would you look at that now? That's pretty nasty. Pretty nasty. I wonder the water pump was locked up. A lot of schmutz in there, a lot of schmutz. Nasty, look at that. Locked right up. And locked right up. Junk. Well, that's pretty nasty. Somebody been here before. There was a nut brazed on this broken off bolt head. And I broke off 2 quarter-20s down here in this lower housing. I'm going to try to heat those up, try to get them out so I can put 2 bolts in there. I got another quarter-20 broken off up here, which is flush with the housing. I'm just going to leave that. I'm going to RTV this. If it dribbles, it dribbles. Try to clean some of this goo out of here, clean up the corrosion, then slap this water pump on, put the upper piece back on, and then let it dry for a couple days, and then fill it up with coolant. Like I said, I got to get a upper pulley. I'm just going to try to loop, find a belt, or cut one and measure it, then go get one at the auto parts store, just to loop directly over the tube. Kind of like force it up on, and put the accessories back together, and then I really gotta, once I get some coolant and hoses in here, I can fill the gas tank up, try to get it to run longer now, and see if the gears work and stuff like that. Because that's the last weekend I got before the show. It's going to be already past for you guys, but March 24th to 26th I had this at the Buffalo Motorama. Hopefully I'll have it there. We'll see. I should be. There shouldn't be any reason why not. But I've had it firing, obviously. So now that it makes noise, I want to get it running, get to see if the engine works, and pull it in and out of here. But we'll do another video on that. I'll button all this mechanical stuff up. Next time we'll be firing it up, pulling it in and out, see how it works. We'll do that over the weekend. And then next week it's going to the show. So I'll keep thrashing, try to get this sealed back up. Thanks for watching. Bam, don't forget to hit the subscribe button down here. Leave a like, leave a comment. I really appreciate it. And tell me what you think about the backyard dragster. I think it's awesome. I can't wait to see it like travel around. I'm going to take this thing everywhere this summer. So we'll see you again next time. Hopefully backing out of the garage of this thing. Bam, here at the Quick Speed Shop.